Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength. Make we reason. Make we talk. If we see corruption in any shape or form, we're going to highlight it. Make we talk. Jeffrey Tavares represents yard and broad of the entire diaspora. As long as it affects the life of our nation, uncover the truth, make we reason, make we talk. And we don't care about no vumva viva va, no upper echelon, nobody is not above the law. As long as it not help Jamaica, make we talk. Make we talk. Unity is strength.
Mek Wi Talk. Good night, wherever you're listening, watching from around the world and the Eastern Caribbean. Good night. It's another edition of the Mek Wi Talk program. This evening we're going to talk about the by-election as a schedule, and it's going to cost the country nearly $100 million. It's going to cost taxpayers nearly $100 million. And based on all of this, I'm trying to figure out something here. Why didn't they just wait until the election that is constitutionally due next year? We're going to speak about that this evening here on the Mek Wi Talk program. Let me see if I can get a hold of one of our good friends here. Here it is. Yes. $64 million nearly 100 million Jamaican dollars. It's going to cost the taxpayers of this country to run a by-election when the general election is constitutionally due next year. It's going to cost the country $84 million. Not 64, $84 million. And our hospitals are in need of beds and air-conditioned units. It begs to ask the question, what is really going on? The Electoral Office of Jamaica says it will cost $84 million to hold 4 by-elections announced by the government of Jamaica on Wednesday. Director of Elections Glasspole Brown says it is estimated to cost $64 million to stage election in Trelawny South, St. Northwest constituency, and $12 million per election in the Almaltown St. Thomas division. Mama, Lord have his mercy. Let me do something here. Let me stop this here. Let me stop this here and then do something else here to make you all can see that JT not lying. I'll go over here with this. Here it is. There it is. The Electoral Office of Jamaica says it will cost $84 million to hold 4 by-election announced by the government on Wednesday. Director of Elections Glasspole Brown says it is estimated to cost $60 million to stage the elections in Trelawny South and St. Northwestern constituencies, and $12 million per election in the Almaltown division in St. Thomas. It cost the country $30-something million to hold the election in St. Anne's a couple of days ago, a month ago. And now it is costing the country more. Good night, everyone. Good night, good night, good night, everyone. Like the live feed, share the live feed. Wherever you're listening, watching from around the world, welcome to the Mek Wi Talk program. Jamaica is in a serious crisis. Whether we like it, yes or no. It begs to ask the question, couldn't this election wait until when the election is constitutionally due? Look from when they have been calling for a by-election for St. Thomas. Look from when they've been calling for a by-election in St. Thomas. And nobody paid the people of St. Thomas any mind. But now, it is costing the country nearly $100 million to stage the elections, both the by-election in the Almaltown division. There you go. The maths now mess up. Something wrong with the maths here. Something wrong with the maths. Something not adding up here. Something that smells good in a John shop. Something not smelling good. $84 million. $84 million. Nearly $100 million to stage by-elections in this country. And the general election is constitutionally due. So when the by-election come next year, it's going to cost the country how much? $40 billion. So when you calculate the 40 billion with this $100 million, what the one in St. Anne's will cost 30-something million. How much that now come up to? They find money to run election, but they can't find money to solve Jamaica's health system. Come on, people, like up the live feed. Like up the live feed. Huh? It begs to ask the question, though. What is the priority in this country? I want you to listen to two versions of the, I think it's 2 or 1 version of the news. Let me figure out something here. I want you to listen. I hope you can hear it. And let me stop this one here then, and then go over to TVJ. Let me stop this. I want you to listen to what the news is saying. Because this don't look good and this don't smell good. Listen to this.
Taxpayers will fork out close to $100 million for next month's 4 by-elections. The details were revealed this morning by Director of Elections Glasspole Brown. More in this report.
Hundreds of Jamaicans will go to the polls next month to select their elected representatives at the local and constituency levels. The announcement was made by Prime Minister Andrew Holness at Wednesday's post-cabinet post briefing. Speaking on the morning agenda on Power News 6, the Electoral Office of Jamaica says the 4 by-elections will cost Jamaicans $84 million. Director of Elections Glasspole Brown says it is estimated to cost $60 million to stage elections in Trelawny South and St. Northwestern, and $12 million per election in the Aenon Town and Morant Bay divisions. The budget is to be submitted to the Ministry of Finance. Mr. Brown says the EOJ had been preparing in anticipation of the calling of additional by-elections.
We had anticipated the election they called, given what we have heard in the public domain from when the Centre Northeast election was called. And therefore, we have started some preparation. Where we are now, we are in preparation mode for nomination day next week, Wednesday, in the 4 locations. So we are just fine-tuning the budget. We to submit to Ministry of Finance, which we'll be doing that today. We have started the process of contacting our workers, and then we are setting up schedules to begin training as early as Monday.
Now, he says the EOJ will be using the by-elections to measure the degree to which changes can be made to improve the voting process ahead of the general elections, constitutionally due next year.
We mobilize from our end in terms of, because we're just focusing on just one election, there are a number of things that we put in place. We want to extend it a little bit in terms of how we report our election, the speed at which we do, and we were fairly quick in that by-election, and so based on that tweaking, we will hopefully do it a little bit different for the full election when it comes. So there are some things that we're trying when we're using the by-election as a gauge in terms of some changes that we want to make in terms of our processing.
Nomination day for the by-elections is November 6, and election day is November 22. O'Shane Master.
Now tell me something now. Somebody tell me something now. It's costing taxpayers of this country nearly $100 million Jamaican dollars to run this by-election. They had a by-election. No. Something not add up here. Something not adding up here. You postpone a surgery for a young lady, 11-year-old young lady who has a spinal problem. The doctors have come down here to do the surgery. We're going to postpone the surgery because the air conditioner not working good. Huh? And the election going to cost the taxpayers of this country, is that the general election, $100 million. The one in St. Anne cost 30-something million, where Matthew Samuda became the member of parliament. And now this one going to cost the Jamaican taxpayers $100 million? What can go, sir? What is really going on in this country? $100 million of taxpayers' money. So if it's going to cost you $100 million, can you imagine when he put on in clerks next year and call the general election? How much billions of dollars it will cost us? While our people are suffering in this country. Why are you doing this to us? Why you decide to call? Why couldn't you call the by-election in St. Thomas with the one in St. Ann? Or why couldn't you call all them together? Yes, you have to wait until Nigel demit office. I agree. So maybe I couldn't do that one yet. But at least he could do the St. Thomas leg, St. Ann's leg of the by-election. And if you want to put in back your dear Mama D, Dalrymple Philibert, if you want to put in back your dear Mama D, you could have called that by-election in the whole of them when I call St. Ann's own. Six or 1.5 dozen a day that God help us in this country. And we sit down in this country and accept what these people are doing to us. Huh? We sit down in this country and we accept everything they're doing to us. We accept every almighty God thing they're doing to us. Because what? Nobody says nothing. We want to know. The Jamaican people should get the breakdown of how this money, how this come up to nearly $100 million. And I'm saying what Glasspole Brown said. Let me play it back again. I couldn't listen to what the dear Glasspole Brown. I want you to listen to what Jamaica's world-class director of election. How they come up to so much money? Nearly $100 million to stage a by-election in this country.
Director of Elections Glasspole Brown. More in this report. Director of Elections Glasspole Brown. More in this report.
Hundreds of Jamaicans will go to the polls next month to select their elected representatives at the local and constituency levels. The announcement was made by Prime Minister Andrew Holness at Wednesday's post-cabinet post-briefing. Speaking on the morning agenda on Power No 6, the Electoral Office of Jamaica says the 4 by-elections will cost Jamaicans $84 million. Director of Elections Glasspole Brown says it is estimated to cost $60 million to stage elections in Trelawny South and St. Andrew Northwestern, and $12 million per election in the Aenon Town and Morant Bay divisions. The budget is to be submitted to the Ministry of Finance. Mr. Brown says the EOJ had been preparing in anticipation of the calling of additional by-elections.
We had anticipated the election they called, given what we have heard in the public domain from when the Centre Northeast election was called. And therefore, we had started some preparation. Where we are now, we are in preparation mode for nomination day next week, Wednesday, in the 4 locations. So we are just fine-tuning the budget. We to submit to Ministry of Finance, which we'll be doing that today. We have started the process of contacting our workers, and then we are setting up schedules to begin training as early as Monday.
Now, he says the EOJ will be using the by-elections to measure the degree to which changes can be made to improve the voting process ahead of the general elections, constitutionally due next year.
We mobilized from our end in terms of, because we're just focusing on just one election, there are a number of things that we put in place. We want to extend it a little bit in terms of the how we report our election, the speed at which we do, and we were fairly quick in that by-election, and so based on that tweaking, we will hopefully do it a little bit different for the full election when it comes. So there are some things that we're trying in when we're using the by-election as a gauge in terms of some changes that we want to make in terms of our processing.
Nomination day for the by-elections is November 6, and election day is November 22.
Here you have it. Jamaicans have a by-election coming up. And Jamaica's national debt stand at nearly $2 trillion. When you listen to how Ralston Hyman break down what is going on in this country financially, our national debt stand at $2.something trillion. I think it's $2.3 trillion. And they're spending $100 million, nearly $100 million on a by-election in this country. Why couldn't you call one by-election? You have one in St. Anne's. You well and know that the people of St. Thomas have been calling for a by-election from when? You had one in St. Anne's. Why didn't you have the St. Anne's, the Trelawny, and the St. Thomas by-election then? We know that you couldn't call for a by-election for the greatest world-class Minister of Finance who just went after the IMF. Bye-bye Jamaica, and he went after the IMF. We know that you couldn't call a by-election for that. But you spent $32 million of taxpayers' money to hold a by-election in St. Anne's. And now you're spending $100 and something million to have another by-election, Prime Minister Holness. And Jamaica's national debt stand at $2.3 trillion Jamaican dollars. Trillion. What is going on? You see it fit to call for a by-election when our national election, general election, is constitutionally due come next year. That's true out of many. When all of my money spent up, then dig the taxi man them left, right, and center. What ticket they give them? What ticket they give to the poor pauperizing bus and taxi operators in this country? You decide to call a by-election in Jamaica because what? Huh? You don't put in back Mama D. And we all go around and talk about how Isaac Buchanan was charged for this and charged for that. How many members of parliament in Jamaica is running drugs? How many people have the vumvav and the vumvav in this country? Not because they haven't been caught. But you all see it fit. A young man who has turned his life around, and want to serve his people. Every day you get up in the Isaac Buchanan name. These are the issues we must speak about. Nearly $100 million to hold a by-election in this country. While our hospitals in this country is going down the drain. But you see it fit to call A by-election is going to cost the country nearly $100 million of taxpayers' money. It's the money when they use, when they rap on the poor pauperizing bus and taxi drivers, you know. Why election? What money running in this election? Hello. When the general election call, God help us all. We have to be very vigilant. Jamaicans are giving a warning tonight. When the general election is called, be very vigilant. Make sure you have no cameras out. Because some vote buying not going in this country. From Negril Point to Morant Point. From Galena Head Mountain to Drunkard Head Mountain to Blue Mountain Peak. To Dolphin Head Mountain. The amount of vote buying not going in this country is unbelievable. We don't have money to spend for $100 million. When the hospitals around this country, equipment are breaking down left, right, and center. Because somehow who in politics, we have enough friends them that go to China, go buy some equipment, come back down here. When nobody down here can understand the equipment. There's nothing signed at the Ministry of Health for you all to service equipment or service air conditioning units in this country. But you talk on love poor people. I'm spending $100 and something million for a by-election to make sure that Mama D, who is charged for so many things in the course in this country, but she has to go back in because she's the queen of Trelawny. Huh? Nearly $100 million. And the roads in our country not fixing properly. Because everybody in the politics had them driver. Make a talk so sitting in the night here. Have them driver who they drive them. Name the park construction, say them own construction company. One of them they put money in them made account. The Reid of the Royal. Is Royal Reid coming back into politics too? When you look at the condition of our roads in this country, because people who are fixing our roads in Jamaica, they do not know one single thing about fixing roads. A well-known politician in St. Thomas own a quarry. A well-known politician in St. Thomas own a mall quarry. The Bureau of Standard go up there, go test it. But him use the same mall to maul the roads in St. Thomas. That's why the roads are that is why the roads are sinking. That is why the roads are sinking in St. Thomas. The level of corruption in this country. The director of election must come and tell the Jamaican people how he arrived at nearly $100 million for this by-election is going to happen. Huh? The director of election must come and tell the Jamaican people how you arrive at this figure. You ask for $32 million. One somebody. Forget about the independence. One somebody contest the election. $32 million in St. Ann. And now you're asking for $100 million. When there's something wrong somewhere, the maths not add up. while our hospitals is in need of help. Our hospitals is in need of help. And our country's national debt stand at $2.3 trillion. Hmm? $2 trillion. $2 trillion. Length of pipe in Westmoreland was 100 million. And if we ask questions of how they arrive at $100 million, it take you from when you send the letter out, it take you 3 months before you get back any answer. Yeah? It take you that long time. It's only God know what's gonna happen. It's gonna cost you $100 million to have a by-election. That means it's gonna cost you how much? $40 billion for the general election? And we still don't pay civil servants back them back money yet. Nigel run and gone. Anybody have the Nigel Clarkson can send? Come give me. Nigel jumped the ship. I had it in my phone here. I don't know what it disappeared to. But Nigel jumped the ship and gone. $100 million. $1 billion chicken feed, you know, cost them 40 billion. Because it look like the check the 14. Lord Jesus have mercy, dear God. $100 billion, $100 million. $100 million. Huh? $100 million of taxpayers' money. You're gonna cost the Jamaican taxpayers. I have to play about this thing again.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Kerry Simpson. Here are the details. Taxpayers will fork out close to $100 million for next month's 4 by-elections. The details were revealed this morning by Director of Elections Glasspole Brown. More
close to $100 million of taxpayers' money
in this report.
Hundreds of Jamaicans will go to the polls next month to select their elected representatives at the local and constituency levels. The announcement was made by Prime Minister Andrew Holness at Wednesday's post-cabinet post briefing. Speaking on the morning agenda on Power News 6, the Electoral Office of Jamaica says the 4 by-elections will cost Jamaicans $84 million. Director of Elections Glasspole Brown says it is estimated to cost $60 million to stage elections in Trelawny South and St. Andrew Northwestern, and $12 million per election in the Aenon Town and Morant Bay divisions. The budget is to be submitted to the Ministry of Finance.
No, hold on there. No, hold on there for me now. The budget is supposed to be submitted to the Ministry of Finance. Or Finance. We, the Jamaican people, are demanding that the Director of Election, Glasspole Brown, come and tell the nation how he arrived at $100 million. You asked for 32 million for St. Ann. Now you're asking for $100 million. And the Prime Minister of this country is to be blamed. He has the sole authority to call election or not. And that is why we, the Jamaican people, are demanding a fixed election date, both for general election and local government election. They have to amend the constitution somewhere. You are asking taxpayers now, Glasspole Brown, for $100 million when our hospitals is indeed what I call it, state, deplorable states, huh? Our hospitals are in need of equipment, air condition not working, and they say it's not money. They say no money making our work, and they have the money. That's what the minister said. They had the money, so no money making our work. The roads in this country, the bridges. Have you all started fixing the Troy Bridge? Have you all went down to Negril and look at the Negril Bridge? What did they find? Wapi kill Philip look like his own brought down? But you can find $100 million of taxpayers' money. Same way, sir. The only time Jamaicans united is when they go to the American embassy to get local visa. Are they united to bring down another Jamaican? Nobody should go to the polls. Not one single soul should go to the polls. This is wickedness. You see it fit, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, to call by-elections. And Glasspole Brown is saying to the nation tonight, it's going to cost the country $100 million for the by-elections. And nobody knows how you arrive at the 100 million. There should be some breakdown given to the Jamaican people how you arrive at 100 million. The people of St. Elizabeth don't have no help. On name the people of St. Elizabeth money want to get. The people of St. Elizabeth get help from overseas. On name the money. I get to understand that the Cayman Islands tonight is in a political disarray. The Cayman Islands may call a snappy election soon because the deputy premier and 3 others has tendered their resignation. So the government of the day right now is going on like this. So there's a political storm going on in the Cayman Islands right now. And why I mentioned the Cayman Islands is because the premier of the Cayman Islands, who I know, I was living in the Cayman Islands for many years, Miss Juliana Connolly. They call her Miss Julian. She came to Jamaica and she gave the Prime Minister of this country $200,000 Jamaican dollars for the people of St. Elizabeth. And many Jamaicans don't know St. Elizabeth and the Cayman Islands have a relationship for many years. The entire Jamaica, but especially St. Elizabeth. And people say that tonight don't have a roof over their head. And the member of parliament, Mr. Floyd Green, going to tell the lady that him can't do nothing for her because them a PNP. Me never know, say, when Beryl come, he fall from PNP house alone. Huh? And you see it fit now, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, to call a by-election. You did not see it fit to call a by-election in St. Ann. Include St. Thomas in it. No, you didn't see it fit because money did a wagga wagga. Money is there like anything. Fool no money, you can't spend it like you want. Glasspole Brown, the director of election, need to come and tell the people of this country how you arrive at $100 million. I know you said that, I read this thing here. I know you said, the director of election, Glasspole Brown, says it is estimated to cost $60 million to stage election in the Trelawny South and St. Northwest constituencies, and $12 million per election in the Almontown and Almontown St. Morant Bay division. $12 million each. How you arrive at these figures? How you arrive at these figures? Nomination day is next Wednesday, November 6th, a day after the U.S. general election. And an election day is November 22nd. Somebody should stop this election. The election should be stopped until Glasspole Brown tell us how you arrive at nearly $100 million. It should stop. $100 million. While St. Elizabeth, Manchester, and Clarendon people who was affected by Hurricane Beryl, they have no house, no food, some of them. Now to catch up people yard. You know what it's like to catch up somebody yard? Huh? You want to go take a shower in them bathroom, you're afraid to go in them bathroom. You did it for a long period of time, they start make up their face for you. Then buy anything, put it in their fridge, and start hiding. And you're going to tell the people who come to you that they're paying P, you can't give them nothing. And I look no friend for nobody, you know. Because God is my friend. $100 million of taxpayers' money going to be spent on a by-election. You had one in St. Anne's a month ago. I saw we have money. And the country's national debt is at 2.3 trillion Jamaican dollars. $2.3 trillion. That's our national debt. $2.3 trillion. To see it fit to call the next by-election in this country. Let's listen to some more of what they said with Glasspole Brown. God Almighty help this nation.
Mr. Brown says the EOJ had been preparing in anticipation of the calling of additional by-elections.
We had anticipated the election they called, given what we have heard in the public domain from when the St. and Northeast election was called. And therefore, we had started some preparation. Where we are now, we are in preparation mode for nomination day next week, Wednesday, in the 4 locations. So we are just fine-tuning the budget. We to submit to Ministry of Finance, which we'll be doing that today. We have started the process of contacting our workers, and then we are setting up schedules to begin training as early as Monday.
Now, he says the EOJ will be using the by-elections to measure the degree to which changes can be made.
Hold on there for me. I want to know something here. How much does an election day worker get paid? Anybody who knows about it? Jeffrey, how you doing? Anybody who know how much an election day worker get paid? Let me know, please. Because it seems as if this $100 million when they print out, when they print done, they can't have to print the ballot them, you know. Where they print them, I don't know yet. I don't find out that. If they get them from overseas, I don't know. But when they print all of that, and it come down as Trelawny, St. Thomas, and St. Andrew. How much does election day workers get paid? And how much does the Glasspole Brown him get? Put enough in pocket. And we'll say around them. Something that adding up here. Indoor workers get $5,000. But it is $100 million. Me no say add up. So how much outdoor worker get paid? If indoor get 5,000. But Lamb of God says we don't happen. No, man. No. Something not looking good here. $100 million. $100 million. I need to hear the views on this, you know. I need to hear you all views on this because this do not look good. I need to hear the views on this. $100 million. And Jamaica's national debt is at 2.3 trillion. Father, I stretch my hand to thee, O Lord. Melissa Dalrymple is heading back into the Parliament of Jamaica. You know, I ask myself questions time and time again, you know. What is really happening to the nation? What is really going on in this country? You see it fit Prime Minister Andrew Holness to call a next by-election when you could have called one by-election. I don't know if it's in the Constitution, if when a seat left vacant, if you can wait until the general election is called. I don't know about that yet. I have to figure that out. But when you call the by-election in St. Anne's, the people of St. Thomas was calling for a by-election. Why didn't you just make one thing and done? Why the people of this country have to be paying $32 million in St. Anne's and now $100 million between St. Thomas, St. Andrew, and Trelawny? $100 million of taxpayers' money. $100. I got the phone lines. The number to call in is 9545298030. don't open the phone line here because no, honestly, this is the height of wickedness. This is the height of wickedness. 954-529-8030 is also a WhatsApp number. You can call into the program and tell us what you think. What's your views on this by-election they're going to have? $100 million for a by-election. But yet, you don't care about the roads that need to be fixed. Because you know why? Everybody is a contractor for roads now. Sitting persons in politics in St. Thomas. Own mall quarry. The mall no good. But they mall the road to fix the road. Now the road they sink. Nobody now charge for that. Nobody now go to prison for that. Not a soul going to prison for this. But it will cost the country $100 million to run a by-election. And the roads in our country need fixing. Big man own quarry. Bureau of Standard never go to test the quarry. If the mall is good. The road sinking. And the person who in a politics in a St. Thomas knows that the road is sink. And it caused by him. But you think God they sleep? You see all the money want to think when they get? When you start mess up on yourself and start confess. See if the money can't save you. All the money not thieving from taxpayers in this country. When you take long sick and they wear diapers. See if the money can help you. God have a way of doing things, you know. And I say it on this program and many times. Before someone no dead no shall eat no know what and confess for what you do to the poor people of this country. Many of you who has done ill will, who has done ill to the people of this country. Many of you from Negril Point to Morant Point who sit in the parliament, who sit in the councils in this country, who sit as permanent secretaries, who sit as maintenance managers in the various ministries in this country, one shall confess to the people of this country. When it's just a wicked, Glasspole Brown must come and tell the nation how you arrive at $100 million for a by-election. Outline and tell us because we fool. We don't have no sense. We don't go to school, we don't get maths. So since you're the maths genius, explain to the people of Jamaica how you arrive at $100 million for a by-election. That's sure. You're so right. You are so correct. But we sure they not eat, you know what? I asked myself the question, Miss Daphne. How does these people sleep at night? How does the member of parliament for St. Elizabeth, South and wherever they come from, how no sleep at night time? If you know, so the same people who no go beg for vote for you, now have no house, no roof. How do you people sleep? And when election call and have the audacity to be asking the people to vote for you, you no shame. Huh? How you people I don't understand something. You walk hills and valleys. You walk Blue Mountain Peak, Dranko Head Mountain Peak, Dolphin Head Mountain Peak. You walk all the Black River beside the alligator there. To beg the people to vote for you. And the people of Jamaica. You walk hills and valleys to get the vote. I want to get it. You all don't give a flying count about the people. You all will all walk an alligator back in the Black River just to get the people to vote down there. You all get money to help the people of St. Elizabeth, Clarendon, and Manchester, especially the people of St. Elizabeth. And tonight, as I speak, many people in St. Elizabeth now have no roof, now have a house. How do you sleep, Minister Green? How do you people sleep? What kind of heart you people have? To know that your own black brothers and sisters don't have a roof over their head. You are so correct, Andrew. Jeffrey, the people do not care about themselves. That is why politicians behave the way how they behave, and it's the truth. Because I want to see them, Lord have his mercy. Want to see them. Want bossy? You good bossy? Give me a thing na bossy. I'm a bossy thing now. Want to see the Prado that run come down the road? Yeah, man, I'm a bossy. You see that? I'll kill one for the bossy Prado. I'm in Range Rover. I'm a boss. One of them dead for hunger. I'm a boss same way. One of them have no work. I'm a boss same way. Huh? You, hello. So we're sick in this country. And when you try to educate our fellow Jamaicans and turn against you, then tear down on social media, they turn against you. We're living in a sad state of fear in this country. No Jamaican should ever go to the polls come November 22nd. Not one single one should go to the polls. You cannot come and tell the people of Jamaica how you arrive at $100 million for a by-election. $100 million. The Prime Minister of this country should never have the power to call an election. There should be a fixed election date in this country. You, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, promise the people of Jamaica. Let me see if I find here. You promise the people of this country. Let me see if I find it here. Here it is. Don't listen to this.
Within our first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to fix the date for general elections in Jamaica. So no government will be able to come and make false promises and hide the truth and tell you half-truths and trick you into voting for them, and then when them win, them throw on poison for you.
100.
You is throwing poison on the Jamaican people. You, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, is throwing poison on the Jamaican people. You told the people in your address to the nation of Jamaica and the diaspora, when you swear in as Prime Minister, that there should be fixed election date in this country. You, Prime Minister Michael Andrew Holness, you are choosing poison on the Jamaican people. Listen to what he said.
Within our first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to fix the date for general elections in Jamaica. So no government will be able to come and make false promises and hide the truth and tell you half-truths and trick you into voting for them, and then when them win, them throw on poison for you.
100 days. The fixed election date. Still I wait for the promise to fulfill. One broken promise after another. Laughable, as we say. None of your promise not fulfill yet, boss. So there you are.
You see? He came to the nation and he swore in the Bible that I, Michael Andrew Holness, do swear that I will be faithful and conscientiously protect and defend the Constitution of Jamaica. And I will pay what true allegiance to the people of Jamaica. You said it. You hold Master God Bible in your hand. And you swear to Master God Bible. Me say before no dead, you know. Before someone no dead. You shall eat you know what? And confess to the people of this country. You, in your inaugural address to the people of Jamaica, that you will make fixed election date. And until now, you can't put anything to the parliament for fixed election date. You can't do it. You throw a poison power. I know, my sister, you sister, listen to this.
Within our first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to fix the date for general elections in Jamaica. So no government will be able to come and make false promises and hide the truth and tell you half-truths and trick you into voting for them, and then when them win, them throw on poison for you.
100 days. The fixed election date. Still I wait for the promise to fulfill. One broken promise after another. Laughable, as we say. None of your promise not fulfill yet, boss. So there you are.
Within the first 100 days of our government, we will start the legislative process to institute impeachment proceedings in Parliament. This will add another layer of protection of the Parliament to ensure that only members of unquestioned integrity sit in the Parliament.
All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation.
Andrew, you need to do what you said from 2016. You say you're going to put it on paper. So anything you put on paper, the MP have to work with it. So you need to do it now. Because I feel like, say, when you do that, the MP will do them work. And we will see work done in the community.
Within the first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to introduce term limits on the office of Prime Minister.
Andrew Holness, John, him break him promise and nothing him say him gonna do, for the next 100 days and now him not do nothing. Him not keep no promise and him say him the promise keeper. What a promise, John Star.
At a convenient time within our new government, we will hold a grand referendum on the CCJ, the Caribbean Court of Justice, as the final appellate court.
You make so much promise for us. Look how long you're in there. Nothing done. All for the COVID. They promised the people them $25,000. Nothing done. Huh? So what you expect me to do? Tell me if you sleep with the door and window open and nothing done.
In the first 100 days, you campaign that you will make Jamaicans sleep with the windows and door open. Only you can do it up at Beverly Hills Mansion. You and Dr. Harris Chang. We can do it. We pay you, but you can't secure us. We pay for security for you and your family, but you can't secure the people of this country. We pay you to make sure that our life is much better in this country, and you can't do that. You come with the promises from 1932 until now. These people have been promising the people of this country a better way of living. Have we gotten that? Have we gotten that? The promises proper health care. Have we gotten that? The promises proper housing. Have we gotten that? Proper roads, proper infrastructure, basic health care, education, jobs. Have we gotten that? And you come and promise us in the first 100 days, you will make sure they have fixed election date in this country. But you don't do it. You don't do it. Because you know why you don't do it? Because you must continue playing with the psyche of the Jamaican people. You must continue playing with the mental psyche of the Jamaican people because you can continue turning them around your little finger. And Mr. Simon sister, listen to this. Listen to his voice. And it's not an AI generated voice either. This is Andrew Holness' voice on the lawns of King's House. Listen to this.
Within our first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to fix the date for general elections in Jamaica. So no government will be able to come and make false promises and hide the truth and tell you half-truths and trick you into voting for them, and then when them win, them throw on poison for you.
100 days.
You win. You win the election and you throw poison, grammar zone on the Jamaican people. You throw rat poison power. You throw grammar zone on the Jamaican people. You said it, not we. You promised the people of this country that you will make sure you go to Parliament of Jamaica with a bill to make sure you go through the Parliament of fixed election date. But you don't want to do it. Because you must continue playing around. We must wait on the BS of a Prime Minister to call the election. Because you are the one done. I tell you all what, listen to me, people don't like me now. Jamaica has some people who are educated fools in this country who taking us for a bunch of idiots. Some of them go to England, go call for independence for we. And the Constitution was made up for the poor people of this country. The Constitution of Jamaica was made up for the people of the Vumvava and the Vumvavi. The white collar people. That is why hotels from overseas can come into Jamaica. Open hotels down here and treat us as if we are slaves in our own country. Because those who we put in there, who come every 5 years and tell us that we'll allow you to sleep with the windows and door open, they don't give a flying kahuna about us. Those who we elected in this country can go down to the hotel in Negril, meet with the Spanish Bucky Masters, but can't meet with the common foot, dirty foot and dirty shirt Jamaican citizens who work down there, because we are nothing. When you look bad, you sit down and name a plate of curry goat with them. We are nothing. The only time we are something. The only time when we are something is when the election come around, when you go on a political platform. And I will make a sleep with the windows and door open. And I will make sure that JPS reduce electricity bill in this country. And I will make this and I will make that. A promise is a comfort to a fool. People, wake up. A promise is a comfort to a fool. Good night to you, reggae girl. Maxine, good night to you, Maxine Cummins. Anne-Marie Edwards, good night. Miss Elaine Walker, good night to you, ma'am. Huh? We sit down in this country. And all we can think about is our party. Our party. This nation is going down a path of no return. And if we don't get up in this country and demand accountability, Wilmot Mutty Perkins, Barbara Bluden, Ronnie Twait, what's her name again? Antoinette Harton, Winston Babatunda Witter, they came on and they spoke on airways about this situation in our country. They are gone. The only person left alive now is Ronnie Twait. But all the other stalwarts of talk shows, Wilmot Mutty Perkins, Barbara Gluden, Winston Babatunda Witter, they have come on here and have spoken about what is going on in this country. What have we done as a people? What we, the people of this country, have done? Nothing. We sit down in this country now, we can talk about is PNP and JLP. When will we talk about this rock? When will we stand up for the rock that we say we love? When will we stand up for each other? When will we, the people of this country, stand up for each other? When will we, the people of this country, say, you know what? The people of St. Elizabeth has gotten help. Where is the help? When will we come together and demand from this government what is going on with the people of St. Elizabeth? The breadbasket parish. But we sit down in this country because it don't affect us. It don't affect us. So we can sit down and go on with what we're going with. Election time come around. We jump up on political campaign trail. Shower labor rights. High up, comrades. And we are 62 years old. How many of us have water in our pipes? And yet we are 62 years old. And we are well renowned as the land of wood and water. And we are 62 years old. Huh? We have no water in our pipes. But yet people come and tell us that their party is working. And their party is the best. And their party have left Jamaica better Jamaica. The professor love poor people in this country. Show us that they love poor people. How many months after Hurricane Beryl and until this moment, the people of St. Elizabeth, some of the people have no roof, nowhere to live. JP is still sending bills to the people, and then they say, damn, the meter gone. Beryl blow the meter, but yet JP is sending a light bill to them. You see how they're wicked in this country? Until we as a people, not JLP nor PNP, until we as Jamaicans stand up for our fundamental rights in this country, then I'm sorry. Myself, Wilfred Rattigan, and others will come and educate and talk to we blue in the face, like how Wilmot Mutty Perkins, Barbara Gluden, Winston Babatunda Witter has been talking. And nothing has been done because we, the people, refuse to stand up, because we, the people, put politics in front of our country. We, the people, put our party in front of our country. We don't think about our individual selves and this nation. We don't think about that. I want to say good night to my auntie who's watching me, Lady Joy Reynolds. Good night to you, my auntie. Love you. We, the people, when we were born, we wasn't born a member for the political party. We were born a Jamaican. We were born a Jamaican. When the people of America decide to stand up, they stand up for their country and for the future generations to come. But when we stand up, we stand up for our party. And we curse one another for our party. And we kill each other for our party. But we will not stand up and call a spade because we're afraid to do so. The number to call is 954-529-8030. It's also a WhatsApp number. Call us and tell us what is your views on what is going on. $100 million for a by-election. And our country is in crisis. $100 million. 954-529-8030. It's also a WhatsApp number 954-529-8030. Call in and tell us what you think about this by-election. We can't go up on our beach. You can't have access to our beach. You know what? I remember, back in the days, when I was a little boy growing up, you could walk the 7 Mile beach. Nobody stop you. You walk from hedonism, walk through hedonism and go down. Nowadays, if you don't have a pass to go on hedonism, you can't go there. A chance if you can walk on the beach. Because security guard don't stop you. They have sold this country out. You don't believe me, They have sold this country out for 30 pieces of silver. They have sold this country out brick by brick, block by block, callous hand by callous hand, steel by steel. They have sold this nation out. A rich nation like us. We don't own nothing. They sell out backside. They sell out Jamaica. The question we must ask, how much they sell we for? What can go so? You tell the people of this country this. Not me, you said it.
Within our first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to fix the date for general elections in Jamaica. So no government will be able to come and make false promises and hide the truth and tell you half-truths and trick you into voting for them, and then when them win, them throw on poison for you.
100 days. We fix election date. Still I wait for the promise to fulfill. One broken promise after another. Laughable, as we say. None of your promises are fulfilled yet, bossy. So we there wait.
Within the first 100 days of our government, we will start the legislative process to institute impeachment proceedings in Parliament. This will add another layer of protection of the Parliament to ensure that only members of unquestioned integrity sit in the Parliament.
All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on two things: economic growth and job creation.
Andrew, you need to do what you said from 2016. You say you're going to put it on paper. Say anything you put on paper, the MP have to work with it. So you need to do it now. I feel like say when you do that, the MP will do them work and we will see work done in the community.
Within the first 100 days of government, we will start the legislative process to introduce term limits on the office of Prime Minister.
Andrew Holness, January, him break him promise and nothing him say I'm gonna do, for the next 100 days and now him not do nothing. Him not keep no promise and him say I'm the promise keeper. What a promise, January star.
At a convenient time within our new government, we will hold a grand referendum on the CCJ, the Caribbean Court of Justice, as the final appellate court.
You make so much promise for us. Look how long you're in there. Nothing done. All for the COVID. They promise the people them $25,000. Nothing done. Huh? So what you expect me to do? Tell me so if you sleep with the door and window open and nothing done.
And this minister, the former minister of finance, walk away and nobody know where the $25,000 supposed to give to the Jamaican people. Where the money disappear to? The promised taxi drivers, how much millions of dollars, how much thousands of dollars? The taxi drivers don't get it. Where's that money? Nobody know where that money disappear to. And Nigel Clark gone. Nigel disappear. Nobody know where those money disappear to. Same way, the Jamaican people do not know where all the pandemic money disappear to. The people of St. Elizabeth now do not know where the money that was sent to Jamaica to help them, where the money disappear to. The people of St. Elizabeth do not know where the money the Cayman Islands government give to the people of St. Elizabeth, where the money disappear to. Nobody don't know. This is the government we have in power. These are the people who profess every day, oh, we love the poor. Mwah, 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 mwah. Prince Andrew loved the poor. And we will kill our own Jamaicans over politicians and politics. But we don't see it fit to stand up for the people who is in need. Oh, how I wish I could help those people in St. Elizabeth. Oh, how I wish I had the resources to go down there or send down there and say, look here, we could build these people a house. None of them know what it's like to be homeless and to be hungry. None of them do not know what it's like to be homeless and to be hungry. None of them know what it's like to sleep out in a broad open air looking up on the moon. None of them. They do not know what it's like to eat a tin mackerel and go to your bed. Or eat a hard dough bread with some water and go to bed. Or some crackers. None of them know what it's like to eat butter and dumpling. Not one single one of them know what it's like. They come around when they want to vote, they chat that kind of bloody nonsense. But we take it up. Jamaicans, enough of the talking. Jamaicans, enough of the yap. The change lies in your hands. The change for a better Jamaica lies in your hands, Jamaicans. We can't do no more. You, the people, must stand up. You, the people. You know what to do. You, the people of Jamaica, know what to do. Enough of the yep. Patricia Scotland, the Baroness of the Commonwealth, told Jamaica's Minister of Foreign Affairs, "Me no know chat. They can't call the chat. Me no know chat. You know for the chat tonight. Every night, different YouTubers come on. And we yap. When will you, the people who are listening to us on the shores of Jamaica? When will you, the people in our country who sits in Jamaica and listening to us, when will you lead the charge? When those bloggers who are on social media in Jamaica, when will you lead the charge for a better Jamaica? When? Every day we get up and we chat. Because what? When will you all lead the charge? It's now 7:48 in Jamaica. 8:48, we're listening from around the world on the Eastern Caribbean. It's the Mek Wi Talk program. Election night in America on Tuesday. Live on the Mek Wi Talk program. Election night in America on Tuesday. Live on the Mek Wi Talk program. Nomination day in Jamaica for $100 million by-election on November 6th. Election day in Jamaica for a $100 million by-election on November 22nd. $100 million of taxpayers' money is being spent by a by-election, for a by-election, by a prime minister who promised the people of this country fixed election date. In his first 100 days, it's now 2024. He came in 2016. He promised the people of Jamaica in 2016 a fixed election date. Now it's 2024. Oh no, we can't see the fixed election date. He promised impeachment proceedings for people who have the hand in the public kitty. No, we can't see that. He promised term limit for the office of Prime Minister. No, we can't see that. He promised the people of Jamaica $20-something thousand during the virus. No, we can't see that. He promised the bus and taxi drivers how much $1,000 to help them during the virus. No, we can't see that. Where's those money? You, the people, must wake up. You, the people, must wake up. It makes no sense for us to sit down and say we can't do nothing. As I said to you all, the soul of Jamaica's democracy is in the palm of your hands. The soul of Jamaica's democracy is in the palm of your hands. And until we stand up in this country and demand accountability, a government of the people, for the people, and by the people, then we will never see a better Jamaica. Until we who want the change demand the change that we so need, then there will be no change in this country. May God bless you, and may God bless Jamaica, land we love. May God bless you, and may God bless our island home, Jamaica, land we love. We do not know. But I can tell you one thing. I can tell you one thing. Whether they come out and tell us how much, give us a breakdown of the election, it's still spent. The people still don't have proper health care. A young lady who's 11 years old who need a spinal surgery have to wait because there's no air-conditioned unit. It's not working at the Bustamante Children's Hospital. This is the country we're living in. The Salomon Hospital air-conditioned unit operating theater not working either. How many other hospitals around Jamaica operating theater air-conditioned not working? How many surgeries have to put off at hospitals around our country because of some negligence of a government and of the people who work there? When I say the people who work there, of the CEOs and the maintenance managers who work there, and the minister himself. How many more have to die? How many more Jamaicans have to die? A security minister who's been given Jamaica's highest award, a slap in the Jamaican people's face when our people are being gunned down in our streets like Blackbird. Mass shooting. And you all see it fit to give the Minister of National Insecurity, Jamaica's highest award, Order of Jamaica. Huh? You all see it fit to do so. That's why I tell you all, you have some people in this country who don't deserve to get a national award. Because if night should turn into day, there will be no peace. Some of them are human traffickers, child molesters, criminals. But they are the one who's getting high awards in this country. Good night, everyone. May God bless you again. Have a great night until you hear my voice. Continue to do good for someone. And continue to pray for your island home, Jamaica. Have a great night, everyone. Good night.
When the game gets rough and this life just seems so tough, Mek we talk, my people, mek we talk. When this town becomes an ugly place, don't let it erase the smile from your face. Mek we talk, people, mek we talk. Conversation is the key, a guiding light for you and me. Spark a talk and you will see. Conflict solver A to Z. World leaders master the art of self-defense just by talk. So people, mek we talk. Hey, we're living in a world that on ourselves we must depend. Mek we talk.